So I think it's going to be extremely easy in this area because we are in a new area and I'm bringing a new product to the area. So I can say, hey, I'm introducing a new product to this area. Have you ever heard of this before? And I do the same thing. I always put the before and after. And, some people will just take it and walk away. Some people will be like, no, what is it? But, I mean, I just always, would it be okay if I give you a coupon? Hey, oh, by the way, hey, can I give you a coupon for my business? And I even have my kids doing this. So if you have kids, take your kids. There's T-shirts in the back office.
No one says no to a kid.
Yeah, in the It Works store, there's a T-shirt you can get your kid. And my son Isaiah, well, even Tyler, they love to go hand out coupons. They actually asked me if they could go do it tonight.
The kids at dinner will fight who gets to get the waitress a coupon.
Yes.
I want to hand it out. And a couple things about blitzing.
You can make it fun.
A lot of people.
Scavenger hunt.
Tiffany Taylor, one of our distributors, actually she's underneath Angie, she said, a lot of people let their kids stop them. I don't have a babysitter. Oh, no. She takes her kids out and they play I Spy. And she'll say, okay, you have to find someone in a green shirt to blitz for mommy. Or you have to go give a coupon to a lady and basically she has them go up and say, can I give you a coupon? And my mommy said I have to get your information. Or whatever.
She has them say, would it be okay if I give you a coupon for my mommy's business? And she's right there. So it's kind of a doorway for her to talk to that mom. Moms think that or the person that, her son's blitzing, it's a doorway. Like Isaiah blitzed a pharmacist the other day, and I was like chuckling, like, he's so cute, he just wants to help mommy, and she's like, well, what is this? It's just an easy way to get
I'll
into
tell
the
you
door.
what stops people too? Okay, if I have Riley and Sydney and Barry and myself all wearing It Works t-shirts and we're at the mall, guess what? People are looking. They're also curious and asking. People are curious by nature. They're going to say to you, it's like, what are you willing to do? And I remember in the beginning of the business, I used to joke around and say, if Cammie Dempsey told me to run around in a circle for 12 hours a day and wear underwear on my head to make that much money, I would have done it. Guess what? I'm telling you, you can make that much money if you wear a t-shirt every day. Have everybody in your family wear one. I mean, they're cute, for God's sake. It's not like they're purple and pink.
They are.
They're ugly.
They're really cute, and people do notice.
Yeah.
I mean, the mom that she's gonna sign up as a little customer and have a party for me here. She's a mom at my son's school. She noticed my shirt.
She said, "Is that the shirt you've been wearing the last few days?" I've been wondering what that was.
Yeah. Wear the shirts.
We were actually in a furniture store here, shopping, and me and Barry were wearing our It Works shirts. Well, we walked up to the front table, and the girl saw our shirts, walked up to the front, and started looking up It Works on her phone to see what it was. So when we walked up, she said, "Is that wrap thing?" And we said, "Yeah, how do you know who does it?" She goes, "No, I just saw your shirts and looked it up when you walked in the door." So don't think people aren't doing that. There's more ways to blitz than just this. Okay, you leave these places to give this to people, but one of my other favorite ways that I consider blitzing are lead boxes. It's another way to gather leads from people and then have more to add to your hundreds list. So it kind of all ties in. And there's a place actually in Toledo that delivers all over the world. It's called boxfulofleads.com, Boxful of Leads. And or Greenwood Printing, if you look it up, it's Greenwood Printing
in Toledo.
And they actually make the boxes. Like, you just put it together, and it's got little pads. And that's also what I like to carry around in my purse, the little drawing form pads. That way, if I'm out and about, right when I blitz somebody, not only will I say, can I get you on Facebook, but I'll also say, would you like to enter my drawing? I have a weekly drawing for a free wrap. Would you like to enter that? And they'll say, sure. And I put the pad in their hand, and they fill it out. And at the bottom of those pads, it says, check the circle if you're interested in a party, or consultant. If somebody checks one of those boxes, oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm out the door, and I'm calling them already.
And they're putting in for a free wrap or free facial. Yeah. If you didn't know that. It's a lead box for a free wrap or free facial.
So just out of curiosity, where are some of the places that you have put that lead box?
The carryout down the street. We have a Champions pool store out in my area. So I
pool stores are so good. I wonder why.
Well,
ours was in a pool store, and we got so many leads out of it. Maybe it's because women are going in there buying the chlorine, and they're like, what is that?
Summer, they're trying to get their...
There's some places you'd never even think of, though.
But you can put them anywhere. Salons, fitness centers. Doctor's offices, dentist offices.
Any place you have to sit and wait is my, like a laundromat is a great place because women are sometimes there for 2-3 hours doing laundry. Or, and anybody not having a washer and dryer, they might be looking for a washer and dryer and they need the money to get one.
Yep.
So I think that's a good place. Doctor's offices, like you said, oil change places.
And you'll never know unless you ask. You have to ask the owner.
Yeah, somebody asked me one day, what do you say? And basically all I say is I walk in and I'll say, is the owner or manager in, and I'll say, hi, I don't know if you have a table or if you'd be against this, but I have a business other than my day job. This is what I have people say that are working, other than my day job. And it's hard for me to promote it, so one of the best ways I can promote it is by putting these boxes in places. Could I leave it here? Is that okay with you? That's all I say. And sometimes I'll even say, like, if it's a salon, hey, if I, make a deal with you, maybe I can give your girls a $5 discount. Could I leave the box here? Whatever. But if they say no, then no. Keep them in your car. Have them ready, because sometimes I'll be someplace and go, oh my gosh, look at that table over there. It's full of those lead boxes. I wish I had my box on me. Yeah. So keep them in your car and just be ready to put those anywhere. And then what I like to do is I pick 2 days every week where I go back, like maybe Wednesday and Sundays. I go in and I empty my box out. And what I'll do is if nothing happens in one of the boxes, I'll move it. I'll just say, okay, nothing's happening here. Let me take you to a different location. But if I've got a really good spot, I'll just keep it there for a while to see, how it goes. Carryouts are great though. Yeah. And you get a lot of revisiting people in carryouts too. So sometimes you might notice that you stop getting as many.
And follow up within, I say, 72 hours with those people. Oh. Strike when the iron's hot. That's what we always say.
You have to follow up quick. You got to remember, if somebody stopped you and asked you questions, like blitzing, if you're out and about and somebody said to you, so tell me more, blah, blah. If they stop you, this is my theory. No one is going to be nice for 15 minutes. Yeah. Nice is humoring you for a couple. Right. Taking the coupon and listening to you talk. But if they continue to ask questions and questions and questions, nobody is holding a gun to their head. Right. So you need to get that lead pad out. You need to put it in their face. You need to get that information. And within 72 hours, while they're still excited and thinking about it and know about it, you need to follow up. And I call it literally a failed blitz if you are leaving with no information. Mm-hmm. If you talk to somebody for 15 minutes and you leave without their name and number, you failed. And I'll tell you why. Because they could have been so interested. But what if they get in the car? Life hits them. Little council. Kids are screaming.
Dog gets ran over.
Yeah. Husband cleans the car out 2 weeks later, and then a week later she's like, where's that coupon? Dang it, I wanted to call that girl.
Yeah. Anything can happen. You never know.
You never know. No. I know my life. I would really want something. I would talk to somebody and I'd be interested. And then I'd leave, something would happen, and then I would forget about it. Mm-hmm. It's your responsibility to get the number. And like I said, consider it failed if somebody, I'm not making everybody though.
Or on Facebook. Friend request them on Facebook.
One of the two has to happen for you to start connecting. If you do on Facebook though, make sure you maybe send something really quick. Maybe, within 72 hours.
So follow up.
It was so nice meeting you. Now the other thing that we recommend you do too during the Blitz, and I know Angie's big on this, as soon as you walk away from that person, flip over the lead form that they signed, start writing anything you can about that person down. Yeah. Anything you can remember, whether they had a kid with them, whether they were walking a dog, whether they had long hair, short hair, if they mentioned their kid was sick or their mother had fibromyalgia. Yeah. Whatever.
Something that you can spark that conversation back up with that person about.
How cool would it be?
Yeah, if you're remembering that person, calling them 2 or 3 days later, and you're remembering things that they probably wouldn't think that you would remember, that they're going to think, wow, this girl really kind of cared. She listened to what I said. She remembered.
They absolutely are.
So,
I just think it's so cool for somebody to go, especially at expos. Mm-hmm. Because you have hundreds of people walking through, and for you to be able to call somebody that you talked to at the table for 2 minutes and say, I was just wondering how your knee's doing. Yeah. Oh my God, she remembered that. So for me, I just think that is, building the relationships in this business is what
it's what it is.
Business. Yeah, that's all this is.
Either with customer or distributor, it doesn't really matter. It's about building a relationship.
It is. I always tell people your success in this business is all based on if you can build relationships with people. The great product and the great compensation plan and all that's just a bonus. Yeah. Because the actual part that's going to get you to where you need in this business is going to be the part where you have built relationships with your team members, and it starts from that very first meeting. That's what they're going to remember. She has always cared. She's always been involved. He's always, called and checked up and knew what was going on. It's not just about a paycheck. It's not about how it's getting you somewhere, but how it's getting them somewhere.
Yeah.
So it starts from the first contact, which is primarily 90% of the time the blitz. And Facebook is also blitzing, and that's what I wanted to end with on the whole blitzing thing.
Well, I got something else. So another thing you could do is, let's say you're scared to hand out the coupon. You could also go on to Meetup.com.
Love that.
And there's tons of different events you can
That's
get
what
into.
we're doing here.
Yeah, we're going to use that here. It's tons of different places, just opportunities.
Tell them this. Okay, we're in a new area. We're trying to open it up. So some of the first things we did was looking for expos and stuff like that.
Looking for events.
Angie went to Meetup, and tell them what kind of things you found for us on Meetup, just in one day here.
Well, there's mom-to-mom groups where you can go and, let's say, they get together and go have coffee in the morning and network. They are having actually an ice cream with their kids tomorrow, get together. Tuesday, they're going to feed the deers with their kids. And, okay, you're thinking, what does this have to do with business? But your whole business is based around meeting people. It's a social business. So you have to find what interests you and go out and do that and meet people. So if you love bowling, go get in a bowling league and go meet new people.
Maybe the fourth time you bowl, one of the people says, so what do you do? That's all how it starts.
Yes.
And we're in the business of people, and if you're not constantly meeting people, if you're around the same people all the time and you have not expanded the people,
your business won't grow.
It won't grow.
No.
Period. In fact, I tell people, if you're not willing, you may not know a lot of people, and I didn't either, but I was willing to try, and you have to be willing to do that, or else this won't grow, and that's just a fact and a reality. So, think of those things. I always tell new distributors, think of some things you've always wanted to do and get involved.
Yeah.
I told one of my friends, take the ballroom dancing class. Take your husband and go, because you're going to meet other couples, and then it's going to come up.
Yeah.
So you have fun with it. Bond with your kids. I think this brings families closer together, because you can now go take your kids to the park, maybe before when you didn't want to, and now you want to, because it's going to help build your business too, but at the same time, you're building that with them. So
yeah.
I just think there's so many things that you can do with this. It's unreal. And then what was the last thing I was going to talk about? Right before another way to blitz. Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Keep it positive on Facebook. That's an actual blitz. You just don't have the card, but every day you're blitzing people through Facebook. They're watching every post you put out there. And if you are putting out there, oh my gosh, my life is so great, my business is so great, and then 2 posts later saying everything sucks, I just lost a loyal customer, guess what? They're watching. And it's no news to anyone that It Works is growing by leaps and bounds. New distributors signing all the time. So if there's 5 distributors on someone else's page, they're going to go with the person that's always positive, that's always upbeat, that's always doing those kind of things, not the person that's every other post negative. The other thing too is that post. There's some distributors that when they call me, they'll say nothing's happening in my business. The first place I go is their Facebook page, and half of them I wouldn't even know they're distributors. You need to be posting, and you need to post at least 3 times a day. It does not have to be join my business, join my business. It can be simply, I love my
lifestyle
greens.
change.
Yeah.
Or
I got so
how
much energy
the product
today.
has
Thank
helped
God
you.
for greens.
Yeah, how the product has helped you, how the product has helped somebody else.
I love changing lives. I just got done doing a party, and everybody saw results. This job's amazing.
Yeah.
Anything like that, it doesn't matter. But utilize Facebook, and I always say you never know when you're going to show up in someone's feed, because there's so many people on people's pages. So one of the things I try to do is post once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once at nighttime, and then once right before I go to bed. And like I said, I post something, and it doesn't always have to be pushing a product or pushing the business.
Right. And I always say, make sure you're not just putting networks though.
Yes.
Because
have a balance, because people are going to go, oh my God, I'm going to get rid of this girl.
They'll block you. Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. I live and breathe and dream It Works. Almost all of my posts are like that. And you know what? I've gained more distributors than I've lost somebody from cutting me off their Facebook. So
yeah. I say offer value on Facebook. Offer value so that people actually want to see your posts.
And we're going to actually do a Facebook video on all of that, because I want to do a social media one. But our time's about to end here. But anyways, good out and blitz. You have to blitz like Angie and I. So many of my people, let me tell you what, $26,000 of my paycheck is from a Blitz card. That's all I wanted to tell you.